everybody, this is Shah and welcome back. I've just received this beautiful deck and I did open it. Sorry, my excuses, because I couldn't wait to have a look at them. I have seen some reviews on YouTube on the Akashic Tarot, and it's a 62 card deck and a very thick guidebook. Now, I just wanted to see what the difference was, and there's a lot of difference. A normal tarot deck has 78 cards. This one has got 62, and some of the names have been changed as well, and I will tell you that when we go through the deck. And it's by SHARON and KLINGLER and SANDRA and Taylor. Okay, so that said, the box is very old-fashioned, like the Diana Virtue boxes, and on the back you have some examples, but it doesn't give you really the right idea of what the cards are and what the suits are. It's very complicated, I must say. If you don't know the Akashic Tarot, it's very unusual, because the pages and knights are left out, and it's only the queen and king that are in the deck. Okay, and there's 22 cards in the major arcana. Find the answers you seek, attract your greatest love, uncover mystical histories and the unknown futures. The Akashic Tarot is an astounding, accurate tool for preceding the future, unveiling hidden insights and unleashing new powers. The unique 62 card deck can transport you to the greater hall of records to keep you to help you discover the unknown. It can also reveal ancient and new talents, unexpected victories, imminent rendezvous, unmet allies, and the steps to untold prosperity. The Akashic Tarot is designed to access the profound energy and the unlimited information that make up the Akashic records, which are great fields of wisdom and power that transcend time and space, are imminently or immediately available to all. With each card you can connect with a powerful Akashic force and open to the psychic currents that are always flowing between you and the Akashic realm. This deck will help you connect with your spirit guides, ascended masters, angels and loved ones in the spirit. With the turn of a card you can enter the Akashic world. $33.99 Canadian, $24.99 USA dollars. Okay, that said, that is what the sides look like. Nothing really spectacular except the photo, which I think is beautiful. Okay, now like I said, it's totally different than tarot. It does look a lot like tarot, I must say, but like the bird's nest. You've got the forces. It is really difficult to get into, I find, but if it doesn't say, I haven't found it yet where it says the forces, the meanings of the cards. Number 40. You've got the contents, introduction to the Akashic world, opening the records through the Akashic Tarot, about the card deck, about this card deck, how to read the cards, spreads for the Akashic Tarot, meanings of the cards, and then you get all the major cards, which is 22, and then we have the minor arcana, so that's 105. Let's have a look. 105. I'll do that with you. Perhaps it might explain what the forces are. Okay, Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So that Adsum, that is the last card of the Major Arcana. Akashic forces, close your eyes and sense all your spirit and guides gathering. Take a deep breath and feel the words Adsum. And that's about that card. Okay, sorry. Upright. The scrolls. Now, on track. Now, I don't know whether the scrolls would be air. So, I don't know. I wish I could find out. Okay, I'm taking a break. Hold on. I found it, but it's better if I read from it, because then you can understand better how the suits are made of and what they mean. Because it's like I said, it's totally different than in the real tarot. The minor arcana and the major arcana. In this deck there are 22 cards in the major arcana and 40 in the minor arcana. The major arcana are numbered and the minor arcana are divided into 4 suits: scrolls, roses, forces and keys. Unlike many tarot decks, both of the major and the minor arcana of the Akashic Tarot have names. There are many levels of meaning in the major arcana, and you will begin to sense them more deeply as you work with them. In the descriptions of the major arcana you will see many references to spirit, the inner soul, the higher self, and the divine source. This is the essence of being. To do an Akashic Tarot reading that addresses only the mundane world would be similar to giving a reading to a suit of clothes without anyone in them. For the most part, the minor arcana speak to events, feelings, activity, and relationships in the personal world. They can cover situations in the home, from renovations to moving, to buying new furniture, to kids going off to college. In relationships, the minor arcana can indicate romance, separation, divorce, and pregnancy. They also relate to business matters, such as partnerships, marketing, difficult bosses, and co-workers. As you do your readings, remember that the major arcana are vital to working with the higher internal energies of life, but they apply to your daily experience as well. You can get insights about creative or business situations or any type of person or relationship through the major arcana. The reverse is also the case, also in reverse. The minor arcana involve personal challenges and opportunities, but also seek the embrace of the infinite self and higher powers. After all, what is daily life without a daily knowing of the divine? You may wish to consider meditating on each card, both in the major and minor arcana. Meditation will take the major arcana from an intellectual experience to an embrace of spirit, and it lifts the minor arcana to a divine purpose every day. So bring the minor and major together and know that there is no separation between them, internal and now. Now the suits are the suit of roses comprises relationships, emotions, family, children, homes, personal and inner conflicts, and communities in life throughout history. The rose has been frequent icon used in heraldry, adorning. So I would say the roses are the cups. Then we've got the scrolls, reflects on the world of the mind and communication and study. So that would be swords. Then you've got the keys, represents values, wealth, success, worth, abundance, career, authority, confidence, achievement. So that would be the pentacles. And then the forces, the suit of forces is energy, consciousness, natural law. So that would be action. So that would be the wands. Now it is quite extensive. You do need a magnifying glass or glasses to enhance the small print. I think for the price of the deck, I think this book is very detailed, but I think it would have been better to receive a big book like you get in the decks of whatchamacallit, from Schiffer. Schiffer's presentation goes above anybody else that I've seen. Look at that. That's just a book. That is the book you need. Then you can, it's much more easier on the eyes and also easier to concentrate. So the presentation, who made it? Let's have a look. It doesn't say. Let's have a look who makes it. Hay House. So Hay House, if you're watching, you were the first in making beautiful decks with Diana Virtue, but you're staying behind in developing. This is too small to do the cards justice in explaining, because what happens with the explanation, you've got the change, the name is changed, then you get the upright meaning, and some are even longer, and then you get the reversed meaning, and then you get Akashic force. Then you get like a meditation or a little paragraph sentence on how to reach that point or that stage with this card in your meditations and feeling the cards. So it's quite upright, reverse, and the action. Okay, let's have a look at the back, and this is just, it just blurs because it's so small. Okay, you do get recommendations as well. You've got Chen's cards about the artist. You do get also a profile explanation on how they are about the artists. Here you also get the cherries card, Emiliano. I think there are more artists in the book. Okay, so, and there is also the authors. Okay, well, and then you get the address of Hay House. Let's go through them. Okay, now they're also color coded, so there we go. You've got purple, and I think that's the major arcana. There should be 22 cards. No, that's the keys. So the keys are the pentacles. Okay, and then we've got the forces. That's blue. Okay, so these must be the red. No, you've got the red. Looks very similar, so that's a bit disappointing, because knowing me, I will muddle them up. Okay, so the scrolls are the cups, and what was that? The roses. And that's the image, and the scrolls are the cups, and then you get the roses, which is air. Okay. Really, like I said, they are different. So the color doesn't coordinate to me anyway. Let's have a look. Where did I see that page? Okay. The scrolls are the mind and communication. That's air. Let's have a look. Scrolls. You see, the green I relate to nature. So, yeah. So I don't see the sky in there. Okay. That usually it is grey or silver or blue, like then we've got the roses. The roses are emotions. So we've got swords first, then we've got the cups, right? The cups. This is really weird, and that's why I say the book is the same. It's so difficult to get into it. Then you've got that they are written in the book like roses first in the minor arcana. Boom. So they're not in the right. They don't follow up how they are packed either. So that is confusing as well. Then we get the keys, and then we get the forces. So that is, you have to watch out when you open your tarot deck of the Akashic, that you do realize that. So that is how they should be. Okay. So that is a pity. So it doesn't, it throws you off, and I think they have done that because there's the two nearly the same colors. Okay. Now that's one thing I don't like about the deck. You can't relate. Red to me is like fire. The blue is like the green is like pentacles because of the green fingers, the queen. Then you've got the purple, that's usually the major arcana, and blue is air. So yeah, this is going to throw me off right through from the beginning. Okay, that said, I do love the pictures. Okay, now I'm going to show you the pictures, and I'm going to zoom in like I usually do, then you can really see them. Alright, they they're really dark. That's not good for camera. Right. No. Well, there you are. You can see that I've got trouble with the camera. So, well, the Oracle of Delphi, that is like the High Priestess, and she wants to write down something on the scroll. I read that one previously. So that, and it looks like the Hermit and the High Priestess, because the priest is ready to write. This would be the psychic side, okay, like the High Priestess, your emotions. That would be the Fool. Number one would be the Fool. Then, so you can't compare it at all with the tarot, although it's called tarot, the Akashic Tarot. Archangel Gabriel. Birth. Right. Number 4. Hilarion. And what I like about this deck is they've, by bringing out the ghosts, that's your past life, or somebody that's in heaven or on the other side. So that's why it's a nice deck for Halloween, because it's got a lot to do with the spiritual world. And Halloween obviously is the day that the veil is the thinnest. Here we have Jesus, called the divine physician, fated meeting, Archangel Raphael, and you've got the pink and the green, that is the heart chakra. Archangel Michael, he's not carrying his sword here. We've got the light of the world, that's the hermit. I suppose that would be the hermit in the true tarot. The Ark of the Covenant, the scribe, the Buddha prepares, he's teaching yoga and meditation, initiation, and the Count Saint Germain, a saint. So you've got saints and angels in here as well. We've got the Muse, Caught in the Ruins. You see, the titles have even changed. Okay. The Lookout, Up in the Air, Reflection, Will, Wisdom and Mind. This is also a pagan or a Wiccan symbol. That's the west and east signs. I can tell you one thing though, they do make your intuition work just by looking at them. You can see a lot. Uriel and the Sphinx, Adson, again people that might have passed over, and the angel. Now we've got the scroll, the first of swords. Okay, on track, the two worlds, commitment, winged messenger, looks like a tea party, loving elementals. Here you've got fairies, so it's also a very mystical deck, I think, not only spiritual. Fuse on the ego, fuse of the ego, the garden. Now I think I would use this deck more as an oracle deck than a tarot deck. The War of the Roses could represent arguments with authority. Okay. The stock is very thick, very nice stock. The Seven of Roses. Now the War of Roses, that is something English, because that lasted 80 years. The Journey. Shanga Community. I don't understand why we've got two words, and that's what you find out in the book that relates to well, we'll take this one, roses. Like I said, I've already opened the book, but it's difficult to get into. Shanga Community, upright, inside a room. People are seated around a table, conversing with interest and energy. There are many icons from different groups and societies. A caducus, a sunflower, a Tibetan bell, an Egyptian scarab. So I wonder where you can see that. Oh, the bells here. What else do we have? The sunflower there. Egyptian scarab. Well, I can't see it. I'm sorry, I can't see it. Dream catcher. I can't see the dream catcher either. And Star of David are just a few. Well, I'm sorry, I don't see it. But you can see different different nationalities. But I can't see the scarab. Okay, never mind. This card indicates that it is time to join or rejoin your group, your ashram, your tribe, or your shanga, whatever you call it. It is a community that connects you with others of like-minded purpose and activity. There are many communities in each person's life, and still more that return from the past lives. For instance, you have your family, friends, and work associates. But you also have the people with whom you share many creative, cultural, and spiritual purposes. New friends can also be coming your way at this time. Be open to these new connections. You will not only find help with current directives, but you may also reawaken past life relationships, talents, and disciplines. It's time for a happy sharing of your discoveries. So that is what it means. So, like I said, they're quite extensive. The book is quite extensive. Now, this is the Queen of... To me, she's wearing red again. I would say the Queen of Wands, but it is the roses are communication and wisdom. So that is the swords, the Queen of Swords. Now, that's the hottest she's ever looked. And then you've got the King of Roses, and that looks more like a knight. You could see the throne there. And she's got a beautiful throne. Okay. They are lovely cards. I suppose I might sound a bit negative, but, you know, I don't mean to be. It's just that I've got 70 odd or more decks, and it just throws me off, that colour. And the scrolls, yeah, the scrolls, and then you have to go back to the book again until you start. No, that is water, sorry, the red. Roses is water. Now the scrolls is the mind, communication, and study. Okay. Now, that looks more like the pentacles, green, like the green of leaves. Setting your course. The karmic trench. Diversity. The Five of Scrolls. Diversity, yes, that is what diversity means, being different. Having a different opinion. That's the Five of Swords, arguments. Sands of Time. Seven of Scrolls, intricacies and industry. Eight of Scrolls, Paths unknown. The Queen of Scrolls. On the front of the box. The King of Scrolls. And that's the nicest Queen of Air I've ever seen. And this looks like the veil. That's her dress, I think. That's blowing away. So yes, air. He's quite young. A young king. And making plans. Yeah, thinking. So yeah, air again. Then we have the keys, and the keys, the suit of keys, represents values, wealth and success. So that is the pentacles, if you translate it to the other deck. The treasure, 2. 3, the chess game. Now that I'm going to use them like an oracle. I'm not going to use them like tarot, because what I like is with the namesake and with the picture, planning your next move. Also I would think of war, fighting, competition. That this is all coming from just one card, and I haven't even read the meaning. Okay, clearing the way, letting go of the old. And yeah, it speaks to me more like don't cry over spilt milk. Making room, carrying on. Okay, wishes fulfilled. That's the 5 of keys. So that's the 5 of wands. The 6 of wands in crescent moon. That could be a time indicator. The ascend, going down, the ascend. The master artisan, and that's the 8 of keys. That's the 8 of pentacles. Recognition for your hard work. The Queen of keys. So the suits just go up to number 8, I think. And then you've got the Queen. So 9, 10, page and knight aren't in the deck. Okay. And the King. Now he looks like a real king, because he's even got a crown on, but you can see this is the pentacles because he's on a horse. Usually you see the knight on the horse, steady but slowly. And we've got the last is the suit forces, energy and consciousness. At natural law states that consciousness creates reality and energy attracts. Okay, so this is the mix between the keys and between the forces. I would say there's quite like a feeling of the wands, because this represents values, wealth, success, worth, abundance, career, authority, confidence, achievement and power. Okay, so that achievement and power, confidence, also sounds a bit like the wands. The suit of forces is all about energy, consciousness, and the natural law states consciousness creates reality. Well, this sounds like law is usually the air signs, so this is a mixture of both. Okay, because the King of Pentacles, he also takes it easy. Okay, and he's also strategic and planning and taking time. Okay, the Akashic field, the willow, the bird's nest, spring, autumn. So you can use this card if it lands upside down autumn time. You can use this as an autumn card, time card, and here you've got summer and winter. So these two can be time cards. You've got the waterfall. Okay, balance, I would use that as justice. And then you've got the lightning bolt, that would be the tower. And then we've got the Queen of Forces, and that speaks to me more like the High Priestess, between the dark and the light, and the sun and the moon, spiritual. And then you've got the King of Forces. So those are the cards, and they're not gilded around the sides, but the stock is very, very good. Okay. They don't line up quite well. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to shovel them. They're a bit too hard to shovel them like in the casino way, like I call it the casino way. I think that if you can't handle them, or if the cards don't speak to you, and you don't want to do readings with them, they are great for an extra card in a reading, or after a reading, or clarification on something in the spread, because of the extensive this detail that they are in the way they are described. Okay, it is a matte finish. The backing is absolutely beautiful. They are a little bit dark, I find, for most of them for on the camera. Some not, but they are beautiful. They were given to me by Brenda from Brenda Tarot Readings. I'm going to take the top. I'm going to see what that... Oh, that's the Muse. Okay, number 15, my lucky number. Okay, that's the Big Arcana. The Muse. Upright. The Muse plays a song of upliftment and imagination. The petals of inspiration drift upon the wind, filling the air with light and creativity. This card shows a time of very heightened resourcefulness and inventiveness for you. Any creative project, new or old, can receive exceptional energy now, both from you and from the universe. Call to the spirit, muses, and let them join you and the creator within to lift your project to the skies. Ooh, nice one. Luck, in other words. I hope you can see the Muse. She's got a pipe split up in two. One here and one there, one in each hand. It's one that forks out into two. Now, you've got the reverse, but it's not in reverse, so I won't read that. But the action that you can take, the Akashic force, close your eyes and touch in with the force of inspiration and pure potential. A swirl of music, beauty, movement, and imagination flow through you and around you. you can give birth to any possibility. Feel this power of creation now. So these are nice cards to meditate on and use the exercise that is told or said. Right, that is, I'm going to use them in my romance readings, because that's what I'm starting today, and every romance reading will get one of these cards. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Let's get a few out. Right. I love the children. Just have to zoom out because there you go. They do stick a bit because they're new. Absolutely gorgeous. A little baby with fairies. That's gorgeous. Okay, thanks Brenda. I really adore them. Okay, so take care and please like and share and subscribe. Thank you. Take care.